Take me away until only
Now, let's come back to our point, the sense I am. So the parents did not give you, nobody taught you the feeling I. Where it come from? It is synonymous with existence. It is the way in which consciousness, which is what we are fundamentally, this is the way that consciousness announces itself in the body. The feeling I am, I exist, means I exist. If you don't exist, nothing exists for you. Only after this I exist feeling come, then other things can come. The sense you can come, world can come, life can come, time come, change come, all of this comes like that. You are the witness of them. They all report to you, to your consciousness. It is you who perceive them. But one thing went missing is that we forgot how important we are to our perceiving. Everything depends upon your perception. Everything depends upon the way you perceive them. That is how important you are. You feel that, you study and learn many things, and you believe or disbelieve many things, but in the end, you're experiencing a world according to you, according to your conditioning, what you believe it is, like that. Let's just take a second. We say I. We say I. I think, I believe, I want, I do, I don't do. I accept, I don't accept. I. Then I ask you, what exactly is I? Now, if you answer me with anything I tell you, like I am consciousness, if you try it, I am consciousness. You may say the words, I am consciousness, and from the point of view of words and language, it is correct. Yet it is not true for you yet. It's just words. Very often it's just words. I am George. What does it mean, I am George? Who the hell is George? I am George. What it means, I am George. I'm Susan. What is Susan? It's just name. The I am is there even before the name come, because without the I am consciousness, the name has no meaning. It's the I am consciousness that accepts any name. You can change your name. You can change even your belief, your religion, your country. You can change your partner. You can change many things. But something fundamentally remains unchanged in you. We want to find out what that is. Not intellectually, but experientially, we need to find this out. Because until we do, we are feeling that we are restless. You imagine something is going to make you happy, but after a short while, it doesn't make you happy. You look for something else to make you happy, and everything is only for a time, and everything is only in time. I can say in a way that we are three-aspected. The physical aspect of ourself is this body. The body was born in time, lives in time, and departs in time. That aspect of ourself, you may say like this, as a birth, as a life, as death. You may say this thing. Mind also. The sense of mind, there's no thing such as just mind. Mind is only a relationship of yourself, which is consciousness or the beingness, with thought together, or identity. That is also in time. That is also belonging to time, and that is also not stable. It is always changing. That from where the body and the mind emerge like a tree emerging out of a seed, that from where they come, the seed of them, we call the pure self. This is the goal or the aim of all spiritual seeking, to find where you come from, your source. Most seeds, as soon as they germinate, the seed is finished. It starts to become something else. The difference with the self is that when it germinates into a living being, it does not change. It remains the source. You see. If we learn anything, whatever we have learned or believe, came after the I. After the I thought, the I concept, the first arising, the first born. It is referred to as consciousness, or the dynamic consciousness, the creative consciousness. That creative consciousness comes out of a deeper consciousness which does not do anything. It simply is. It just is. It's not a doer. It simply is. That is the ultimate discovery of all spiritual striving. Is to discover the what is, that you may call the absolute, the ultimate principle, the supreme being, God, you can call like that. And what is our relation with this God? Are we only the creation of this high God? Do we have more of a status within this God? Are we simply a part of the God? Are we one with the God? Are we as great as the God? We have to find it out. Today, how are we going to do it now? Because the belief is there, because the fundamental belief is there, first I am, and then the I am splits into I am the body. The I am sense exists by itself. It does not need anything. But it's as though it is compelled by some power to identify with the body. The identification with the body makes room for other thoughts to come. Other thoughts plus the I am the body idea create the sense of an individual, a person. And because the body is growing and the conditioning and the experiences are changing, we have a sense of growth like this, and we feel that we're living, growing, evolving, evolutionary being like this. But there is another dimension inside us which is not growing. Growth takes place in it and is perceived in it and by it, but does not affect it. This is why you are able to perceive subtle things, and you're going to see that you're perceiving and have the capacity to perceive a lot broader than we presently do. Everything that you see, even the most subtle things, like there are thoughts and sensations which have no name yet, but you perceive them because of the subtlety of consciousness. You perceive them. There are some feelings you are not able to really put any name to them. You are the perceiver of them. Subtle thought, sensation, imagery, feeling, projections, discriminative powers, the power to discriminate between fantasy and actuality. All these things, a capacity nobody taught you. It simply arises within your own consciousness. This is the marvelousness of the consciousness, the root consciousness. The root consciousness is there, whether it is identified with the body and the body's characteristics or conditioning or not. One of the great steps of spiritual discovery is when we are able to recognize the sense I am without combining it with any other thought or feeling. It's as though you sieve it out, and so only the feeling I am remain without connecting with other concepts. But because this was begun early in the childhood of one lifespan, it seems very strongly embedded in the consciousness. I am the body, I am a woman, I am a man. In the beginning, for many people, there is no aspiration, there is no desire to go beyond this belief, which seems like it's an unchallenged fact that I am a woman. It seems sometimes more loud than I am consciousness. But first you had to be consciousness before you had the thought you're a woman or you're a man. Do we understand this or not? Okay.